Welcome to the online Traders Help Desk video collection. In this video, I'm going to go through each of the indicators that we use on our chart so that you have a better understanding of what we're looking at. The first indicator that you see right now is the Traders Help Desk trend indicator, and this is actually based on volatility in the market, and it goes from either blue to red. Of course, blue is for an uptrend, red is for a downtrend. And it also has an ATR stop built into it. And this is so that once we are in a trade and we are in profit, we then switch to the ATR stop to lock in our profits. Okay, we also have the Zurich RSX double on our chart. And this is very similar to the RSI, but much smoother. And then at the bottom, I just have the standard TradeStation volume indicator. Now, I do not go into a lot of volume spread analysis concepts because I think TradeGuider does a much better job at teaching volume than anyone else, and they designed the volume spread analysis. So if you want to learn more about volume spread analysis, I highly suggest that you do their boot camp video, which is excellent because I have done it. Okay, now I also have a trend SR indicator, and this identifies the highs and lows in the market. And as you can see, I do not always have it on my chart because then I get what's called information overload. But for example, when I notice that I go into congestion, I add it to my chart, or if I'm looking for a low risk entry point. Now, as you can see right here, you just made a new high in the downtrend. Okay, your RSX is declining. In fact, it's just about ready to flip. So if you're looking for a low risk entry point, this is going to be your lowest risk entry point in this particular downtrend. We'll status that one off and we'll put the JMA moving average on here. Now I do this on a 40 period moving average because I really do not like to get stopped out very often. What we are looking for again is a very low risk entry point. Now our initial setup criteria is to be red on the JMA. The trend has to be red, and then of course we want the RSX double to also flip over to red. Okay, so when we're looking at this, our first potential entry point is here. And of course, this is also a low risk entry point. Do you see how close you are to your ATR stop there? So once you are in the trend, you can then plot the Clipper short to take your profits. And we always add the Clipper short to the bar prior to our entry. So that would be this bar. And as you can see, you took all three Clipper levels out of that trade. And then to status the Clipper off, you just simply click on the format analysis techniques again and status it to off. We also have the pivot lines, and this is intraday pivot lines. And as you can see, when you got up that morning, you could see that the price was already up at R2, which is usually a turning point. So this was a very good indication without any other time frame. This was an excellent indication that this market was going to go down. We also have a bar range indicator. And as you can see, the bar range indicator tells us how many points this has moved or how many pips it has moved. And as you can see, we have the 1 period, which tells us the current bar value. In this case, it moved 10 points. But we also have an average of the last 10 bars as well. And this is an input that you can change at any time. You could do a 30-day average. You could do a 15-day average. It's just to give you some sort of feel as to the volatility of the market.